Last 5 seconds. Ready? Start. Sir, I will be the first man who will be suffering if he does what I am going to request him to do. Even so, I make this request, which is to please reduce the sectors. We do not mind if you can fly only one flight between Delhi and Bombay. You may offer only one flight, but let that be efficient. At least I know when I am going to the airport that I will get my flight, that I will get a clean service. It is not that I decide to fly in the morning and I fly probably the next morning. I am not relating to you the experience we have had for the last 2 or 3 days. I just cannot narrate it. A number of my friends have complained to me that they could come to Calcutta because Bhubaneswar Calcutta flight had been cancelled for 3 days in succession. I understand there was a pilot problem, but cannot our staff who are managing these flights decide in advance, say for the next 24 hours or for the next 48 hours the flights will not operate because this particular problem is there? Why cannot they plan a little ahead, a little in advance? All this mess is because of the carelessness and indifference of a few officials. Because of their carelessness and indifference, why should we make the innocent passengers suffer at all times? We have 20,000 workers for 50 aircraft. That means 400 workers per aircraft. If you refer to statistics, it is definitely much higher than in other airlines in the world. All right, taking into consideration the Indian conditions, I won't mind this ratio. If we need to give them employment, please give them, but please give them employment and tell them they have to work, they have to earn their employment. Please give them, but please give them employment, let them work only 4 hours. Whatever number of hours they work, let them work for us. If we have to go on giving examples like my friend has given, I can make a volume of my experience as I travel every week and I have a new experience every week. For the last 30 years I am not going to go into all those details except one or two which you know, and I would like to report again. I know our airlines are using the aircraft to the maximum. Sir, I have not seen a more unfair criticism, a motivated criticism, a politically motivated criticism of commissions of inquiry. Therefore, I do not subscribe to what has been said. If the protection is given to those who perform when then the proviso to section 5 is also necessary. Of course, it says that his personal attendance is not necessary, but if in a trial stage arises where it is necessary for him to go, otherwise something very drastic will result against that person concerned, I do not think that any self-respecting man will avoid getting into the box and facing cross-examination. But this protection is necessary in the first instance. I do not think it creates a bar at all, but it will of course not help the honorable member at the slightest pretext on frivolous excuses to lift his pen or tongue and lash against that high dignitary and cross-examine him, so that in fact it would be a threat which would really negate the word very spirit and the very purpose of this constitution. I do not want to say much, but I do not want to say that in a recent judgment of the Supreme Court it has been held that even if a person is guilty of perjury and the commission of inquiry does not have the power to file a prosecution against him, I think this is also inconsistent. Just as we have now lifted the bar of permission of the government, I think what is necessary is that we should permit the commission of inquiry itself or an officer authorized by the commission of inquiry to file a prosecution of perjury. But by and large, this institution of commission of inquiry has served us well in a democracy where we have to ascertain the truth of a matter of public importance, where we have go to into the causes of several maladies which afflict our society, where we have in the light of those findings of the truth and those various lapses and deficiencies to chart a future course of action. Cannot say that any attempt to keep commission of inquiry free from any sort of vilification or attack or any sort of provision which will put it on the same footing as a court is really unjustified. I think the member has totally misunderstood the scope of the proviso. I think there is over jealousness in these matters. If he has said something against members of parliament, I think you say it firstly because the cap fits you and therefore you try to deflect the attention by trying to involve somebody else. Mr. Chairman, sir, the agenda says to raise discussion on the functioning of the Air India and Indian Airlines. I am sorry that I must say that we can only discuss about the malfunctioning of the Air India and Indian Airlines. The total function has a big compass. Within a short span of time, I will not be able to do it. Therefore, I will confine myself to the malfunctioning